You know, interestingly enough, what is successful about this retaliation at the moment, Karthikeya, is the fact that according to the news agency ANI, the JEM control rooms have also been destroyed. So this retaliatory act has not just taken place out of the blue without, meeting the goal. The goal was to destroy the terror camps of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, and that is what has been achieved. And
the control room you're referring to, Akansha, are called Alpha 3 control rooms. Now, Alpha 3 control rooms are basically launch pad where you have trained the terrorists and where they are ready to be launched.
Right. I think Ambassador Kajju would like to share his thoughts on this. Ambassador, please go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was interrupted for a moment, so I don't know precisely what you were saying, say, in the last 30 seconds.
I'll repeat my information, Ambassador Kajju, that, Karthikeya, my colleague, was just elaborating on the fact that, that this is confirmed information coming in from the news agency ANI that the attacks have taken place in Balakot, Chakoti and Muzaffarabad. And what has been the success point of this entire retaliation is that the JEM control rooms have been destroyed. And this is confirmed information that we are getting in, Ambassador. We wanted to take your thoughts on this.
That is extremely good, because the attack was carried out by the JEM. You'll recall that after the surgical strikes, we had made it clear, the Indian Army had stressed and emphasized that, in fact, it had informed its Pakistani counterparts that it had taken action, but the target was not the Pakistani Army, but the training camps. So but the launch pads on that occasion, the launch pads of the terrorists, on this occasion, we can say that we have carried these attacks against targets of the organization that carried out the Pulwama terrorist attack, and that it is also carrying out other attacks. In fact, I recall has carried out hijacking. It is a proscribed organization. The JEM is on the UNSA 1267 list. Let us not confuse Masood Azhar, who is not on the list, but the organization is on the list. And therefore, I think as far as justification is concerned under international law, India is fully justified to have taken this action. It has the right to self-defense. The American president has himself said that India has the right to self-defense.
Very valid point made by you, Ambassador Kajju, over there, that, the JEM is a proscribed terror group on the list of the 1267 in the UNSC Council. And today, what India has achieved is what was due for very long, Karthikeya.
There is another very important point which is trickling in, and this is for our viewers. Chakoti and Muzaffarabad are part of the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Now, the Balakot lies in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Now, if the sources are correct, when we say that, we have hit at Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, we are saying...
That is the bone of contention.
That is the bone of contention. We are actually saying that we have gone deep inside the Pakistan's territory and hit them there. Now, the Pakistan is saying none of that. Pakistan is saying that they were intercepted right along the LOC.
Right.
Yes, Mr. Kajju, you wanted to come in.
Yes. I personally will not make much of a distinction between Pakistani controlled territory, which is obviously our territory under the illegal occupation and control in POK, and a place like Balakot. We have the right to defend ourselves against the JEM wherever it is located. We are not targeting a Pakistani Defense Services installation.
Right.
We are targeting a training camp. We are targeting, say, as you have said, their control rooms. And if those control rooms are on Pakistani controlled territory or Pakistani sovereign territory, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter. It is Pakistan's duty to ensure that these terrorist groups do not operate either from its sovereign territory or territory under their illegal control. That is their obligation under international law. And they've been flouting it for decades.
Absolutely. So what India has done today has not been breaking any international law, as you rightly mentioned. And as we talk, as we speak, Ambassador Karju, there is some more information that has come in, and this is all it's confirmed information from.
Actually, just to for the benefit of our viewers, Akansha, we know what is a Balakot. Balakot is a town in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in Pakistan, which is 50 kilometers, roughly 31 miles from the line of control. 31 miles from line of control, 50 kilometers from line of control, which acts as a de facto border between the two countries, So, I'm just trying to, for our viewers, locate where Balakot is. So, Balakot is 50 kilometers deep inside the Pakistani state. So, what we are saying is that our action which took place was not shallow. It did not take place in 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 800 meters, 20 kilometers. Indian Air Force went 50 kilometers deep inside. I'm not going to start comparing it with Abbottabad and other operations, but the fact that Indian Air Force has been able to do this is very, very commendable.
Absolutely. Also, a point that Ambassador Karju made, that, we have not really flouted any international law. We have actually attacked or retaliated at a terror camp, which, of course, as he rightly mentioned, Jaish-e-Mohammed has been listed under the 1267 of the UNSC Council. Does it surprise you that, the Pakistani army has released a statement on Twitter saying that payload of hastily escaping Indian aircrafts fell in open?
Are you asking me?
Yes, sir.
No, not at all surprised. As I told you in the beginning, the Pakistanis, if they had acknowledged that India had succeeded in penetrating up to Balakot and that it had hit JEM targets successfully, causing losses in men and material, then their public would have reacted to force them to respond, especially on account of the very brave and tall statements made.
Sir, I would
by
like to stop you for a minute. I'm really sorry, sir, I'm intruding. This news has to go across to our viewers that the National Security Advisor has done a full-fledged briefing to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So this is a big breaking.
And the decision to strike was taken by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself. So this is confirmed news that we are getting in at the moment, Ambassador Karju, that the decision to strike back Pakistan was taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi after he was briefed by NSA Chief Ajit.
And even before the briefing has taken place, a lot of politicians have started to tweet. Rahul Gandhi has said, "I salute the pilots of Indian Air Force." Giriraj Singh has said that, well, finally the Pakistan has admitted that these strikes have taken place. So somehow, in this melee, I would say the politicians have also started to congratulate the Indian Air Force, which this time showed the mettle and taught Pakistanis a lesson. Yes, Akansha.
It's good to see that India is also standing united over here, including the opposition, because Omar Abdullah has also stated, saying this, if this is true, this was not a small strike by any stretch of imagination. But of course, everybody is waiting for an official word, and that should be coming in any time, as we can expect a defense meeting and a meeting by the Ministry of External Affairs to be taking place anytime soon. So this is the latest that we are getting in. At 3:30 a.m., a strike by the Mirage 2000 took place, and it was at 3:30 a.m. that the JEM control room was destroyed. As Kartikeya rightly mentioned, the locations Chakoti, Muzaffarabad and Balakot.
Akansha
pointed out by you that it's 50 kilometers away from LOC.
Absolutely. Now the issue is, how will the Indian government talk about or talk the people through the operation which has taken place. Last time around there was a criticism that you have politically appropriated the surgical strike. Now I think that's an end game. Everyone expects that the strike has taken place, the knowledge will be made public, it will be shared how it has happened, because the rules of the game has been changed by the Prime Minister Modi.